let me know, let me know. Use a hoe, use a hoe. Oh, baseball's never been harder with the Jacksonville Swords. Gotcha. If I labor, God is gonna give me well done. A million ways, oh, a million ways to slap the shit out of somebody. You got to slap it with an open palm. Or you can slap it with your ding dong. Huh? Don't talk a lot, listen instead. If she can't hear you, take her to bed. Wrong answer, baby. Okay, that song goes exactly like that. Okay? There's gotta be a million ways. That was beautiful. Isn't that right, Carolyn? So the question on the table is, why can't preachers, most preachers, heal people right there in their own church? Most preachers, I say it again, why can't most preachers heal people? Y'all see me looking down trying to find the video. Why can't most preachers heal people? First of all, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody is all right and things. I put up something on my page of a young lady who passed away. I believe it was a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. My wife and I, we used to watch her all the time, called Simply Sarah. That's it. I told you, half of the kids that graduate from high school end up getting killed within a year. That is sad, bro. Like, for real. That is sad. I'm looking at that video right there. That is sad. Remember I told y'all this. It's been a few years ago.
Yep, because it was like right after, it was the day after the high school graduation, the boy was killed.
Yep, it's sick. It's sick. Well, you know, I'm not gonna say half of the teenagers that graduated, but I would say probably I would give it a 50% chance of the kids that graduate high school end up dying within the first year, I say within the first 3 years of their graduation. Yeah. That is fucking sad, like, for real. That is sad. That is sad. God trying to tell Boosie to shape his ass up. Talking about Boosie has a heart attack or whatever. Anyways, so let me find this video. But yes, there was a young lady on YouTube who, her channel was called Simply Sarah's Kitchen. My wife and I used to watch her a lot. I learned how to actually fry cabbage watching Simply Sarah. Now, a lot of the stuff that she cooked, no. But she stayed persistent with what she was doing, and I guess that's what it's all about. She passed away. She was born 1979 and died 2020. Well, this month. Yeah, this month, March. April. Yeah, she died. Probably a week ago now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, it's April 7th.
Okay, April 7th. Okay. Nobody knew she was. Hell, I didn't know she was going. The girl was just on my mind, believe it or not. The other night when you and I was laying on the bed, and I was like, let me see what old Simply Sarah talking about. That's when it came across my feed. Well, last night. The other night, she was just on my mind. But last night, you know, that's when it came across. I was like, wow. Her voice, like I said, a lot of her recipes I couldn't get down with, but her voice was so soothing that I used to fall asleep to it, believe it or not. Damn, dog, you ugly. That man look like the Predator daughter. That's Shamar. Not Shamar Moore, Shamar. His breath smell like Cochapee County shit. I ain't lying. His breath so stink. You don't know whether to give him a hug or pass him some tissue. Because it smelled like his bro took a shit in his mouth. He said bro took a shit in his mouth.
Tic-tac.
And Tic-tac ain't gonna help that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Listen, baby. I know a dude that had halitosis. And Tic-tac, the only thing that can help halitosis is you getting all your teeth out your head. Because it's a gum disease.
Yeah.
So you got to get all your teeth out your head. You got to do that. Real talk. You ever notice people with bad breath, if they got no teeth, their breath don't stink no more?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, your teeth hold all the bacteria.
It holds all the bacteria. That's how come I really don't see how somebody's brother has been living all these years and never brushes his teeth, and he still got. I don't get that.
No.
There's somebody's brother that I'm close to. Yeah, I ain't gonna dry snitch though. There's somebody's brother that I'm close to, but I ain't gonna dry snitch. I ain't gonna dry snitch, but look here. Even when you don't feel like brushing your teeth, right? Dude, get in that bathroom, get you a clean rag, and only, ooh, you fat and ugly, and only get the rag that you don't wash your ass with. Don't do that. Get you a clean rag that's just dedicated for your mouth. Of course, make sure that it's washed and clean, of course. And if you don't feel like, get some toothpaste, because I'm going to tell you something. There have been times that I have been late for work. You understand? And I was like, damn, man. What am I going to do, man? I take me old thing of toothpaste. I get about that much on the old finger. Huh? Give me some water. I keep some damn out. It was in the goddamn truck. You damn thief. One of y'all took it out of here. Because it ain't in there. I'm going to buy one. No, it ain't. I'm blind. I can't see. Anyways. You got to keep you some mouth. You got to keep you some mouth. It's wasting. You got to keep you some mouthwash in your vehicles. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
about to do.
And you got to keep him, keep yourself something like this in there too. Man, you don't want to be stank, bro. You don't want your breath smelling like Dr. Moses nuts. What happened, baby? Hey, there'll be times, you know, people, hey, I'm trying to tell you, but look up. Man, it don't make no sense in you walking around with some bad shit. Okay? Because I stopped using that regular Listerine. And I use, what is this stuff? Thero. I'll be right back. You know what that in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Both of them or just one?
Both. It should have 3 of them, because I bought 3 different kinds, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this stuff,
it works.
and they bring that other one out of the room.
The medicated one?
Yeah. Because I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. My wife would tell you, I'm very... Keep that shit clean, homeboy. Ain't that right, baby?
That's right.
Keep that shit clean. I mean, I'm playing around, but I'm as serious as a fucking heart attack. Don't come in my fucking face with your bad damn breath, dog. Because you liable to get slapped or cussed the fuck out, I promise you. That is not what I wanted. You liable to get slapped or cussed the fuck out. Oh, I thought that man was dead. I was like, what the fuck? I hate when people put up pictures like that. We gonna get started. I don't have much to really say because it's really some videos that I want to show y'all. So hello everybody. Hope everybody had a good Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. Hope you had fun at church. I hope your pastor did not drain your pockets. Thank you, Jesus. Because that wouldn't be a good thing. You got to go to work tomorrow. Those of us that are going to work. Why is this phone doing this? This is crazy. You got to go to work tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but tomorrow. Tomorrow. I give my life. Tomorrow. I thought about it today. Yeah, I tried something for the first time. I have never, ever, ever tried toast with peanut butter and grape jam on toast. I've never tried that. I always thought it was nasty, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, but you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. All you're doing is toasting the bread and just putting peanut butter and jelly on it. And I tried, man, that shit. What you can't do, though, okay? What you can't do. Okay, what you can't do. Don't put it together. Go, and be all over everything. You gotta take one slice at a time, okay? I mean, you can do what you want to do, but I don't do it. Man, I tried that good stuff today. I'm finna say that shit. I tried that good, man. Look, I don't think I'm eating another peanut butter sandwich the same anymore. I'm still thinking about it right now. I promise you I am. That was some good shit. My wife said that she used to, thank you, baby. My wife said that she used to, alrighty. God damn, how many things did we get? The fuck? We believe in brushing our leaf. Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's some tea cakes. Oh, Lisa Milano. Damn, you ugly. Woof! That one was ugly. So this is what we have, okay? We got this right here, some good stuff by Mr. Moto. That stuff right there. Now listen, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny, okay? That's the doctor, whatever. But this stuff right here, dude, this is TheraBreath dentist formulated activity or rinse. It helps fight cavities for 24 hours, strengthens teeth plus enamel, freshens breath, helps rebuild weakened tooth enamel and prevent tooth decay. No alcohol, no fluoride, no non-burning, and it does just that. It does not burn, okay, and it does not squirm. Hey, thank you, Alcorn Street. And then we got, now that was in the pink bottle. It was in the pink bottle. This one mine. I mean, she uses them too, but this one mine though. This is my baby. This is TheraBreath. I can't help it. These some words are coming. Y'all ever did that? You be reading and it look like that the damn words are overlapping each other. You ever did that?
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy. All that means that your time on this here earth ain't long. Yeah, these are pink. These my wife's on. So shut up. I wish I would hear you. All right. Damn, that magnified like a motherfucker. TheraBreath dentist formulated healthy gums. So this one is activity. Excuse me, huh?
Anti-cavity.
No, activities right there. It says activity. No, I missed this right here. Okay, yeah. Anti-cavity. Activity, anti-cavity. All right, got you. Oh, I didn't tell you what flavor it was. What is that? Sparkling mint. Yeah, activity, anti-cavity. My bad. Huh? Callum, please don't do that. Anyways, this is the TheraBreath dentist formulated. Healthy Gums Oil Rinse. Healthy Gums Oil Rinse. Helps fight gingivitis. Now, no, my wife ain't got no goddamn gingivitis. She just, that's the kind she wanted. It's worth 24 hours. Doesn't it work for 20? This say 24 hours. God damn, I see everything on this bitch. Oh, I see what you were saying. Okay, my bad. Jesus. Now, if I do that, I can see it. But if I come up like this, I can't see. What the fuck? Far-sighted hell. Nigga, I'm 43.
Well, you can see far off but not close up.
Yeah, because I can read the numbers on this man tag. The fuck?
And I can see close up but not far.
That's weird. Oh, well, fuck it. Whatever. We all got to wear them, I guess. Anyways, it don't matter. Ain't gonna stop my joy. Ain't that right?
That's right.
Anyway, so it says TheraBreath dentist formulated healthy gums oil rinse helps fight cavities for 24 hours. Only when used twice a day. Damn, did I miss that on here too? No. Okay, I didn't. Okay, it was that word that I missed. Yes, it's only been used twice a day. Helps reduce plaque that leads to gum disease. Reduces the bleeding of gums, freshens breath, no alcohol, no dyes, and non-burning. This is clean mint. This is sparkling mint. Yeah, sparkle mint. This is clean mint. Sparkle mint, clean mint. These are good, I'm telling you. These are good. They're gonna cost you a pretty penny. And the last, this is the gold can. We believe in clean breath. You can believe that. Don't be talking to my face if your breath smell like the back of a northbound train.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't be talking now. This is the gold kind. This right here is the gold pack. You had the blue pack, and you got the pink pack. Okay, so the gold pack is, the gold mouthwash bottle is TheraBreath again, dentist formulated. This is for deep cleaning. Now this stuff right here, you're gonna feel like
Get in there.
your mouth is hollow with nothing in it. You're gonna be feeling for your tongue. You can believe that?
They get between them cracks
Yep.
of your teeth.
We don't put it between our cracks.
I said of your teeth.
Yo, we don't put this between our crack.
Of your teeth, Maurice.
There's no crack that we gonna put this in between. Okay. Excuse what my wife said.
I'm talking about in between your teeth, Maurice.
That's not what she said. She said it gets in between those cracks.
And then I said of your teeth.
Maybe that's why my bottle is
What?
almost empty. It don't go between your cracks, y'all. No, this ain't no goddamn washing my dream. Hey, this ain't no goddamn washing my dream, okay? This is deep cleaning, okay? Deep cleaning or rinse. Kills 99.9% of gum. Wait a minute. Oh, germs. That causes bad breath, plaque, and ginger invitus. Yes, I said inviters. He can't read. Fuck you. This is antiseptic. Now, what does that mean, baby?
It means a cleansing.
Hey! See what I say right there? It says antiseptic. Right there. Okay. No alcohol. No alcohol. No dyes and no burning, huh? Non-burning. And this one is fresh mint. Okay. Now, this is the mother of all efforts. That shit. Okay. Don't take this. Don't take this. Don't do it. 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 I mean, this right here, this is prescribed for me. Okay? And I get this. Maybe that's how I get it. I just get it. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all listen, how can I put this? How can I put this, baby? Because you done try something too. Lord, how can I? Let's put it like this. This right here will beat the hell out of this bottle, and this bottle. Put together. I ain't lying to you. This right here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say about it.
It's called chlorhexidine.
I know what it's called. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say about it. What do I say? I don't know. If you want to taste your food, I guess that's the best way I can put it. And I'm not bullshitting you. If you want to taste your food for the remainder of that day, don't wash your mouth over this. This stuff right here kills everything. Hey, thank you, Bruce Lee. Dentist, I'm talking about this stuff right here. And it's blue looking. But once you've rinsed your mouth out with it, fuck you looking at. I don't know if y'all can see this. Once you rinse it, woo, you can smell it. Woo! Once you rinse your mouth out with it, let me see if y'all can see that blue. Probably can't. That darkness, that's blue. I don't know if y'all can see that. But anyways, woo, you can smell that. And no, it's not, it doesn't have a bad smell. It's got a strong mint smell. Okay? If you want to taste your food, can you smell that? We got this whole truck loud. Now that's some mint flavor. And I'm scrunching up my face because it's that strong. It pours out blue, okay? But once you've rinsed your mouth out with it for about, they only tell you to do it 30 seconds. I do mine for 1 minute, but it tells you 30 seconds. Right on here it says it. For no longer than 30 seconds. I did mine yesterday for about 2 minutes. The rest of that day, I couldn't taste nothing. Am I lying? It didn't matter what I put in my mouth. I didn't start tasting my food again until early this morning when I got up and not this morning. Yeah, no, this afternoon when I got up and fixed that toast with the peanut butter jelly. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I taste my damn food. And I'm not, I promise to God, I am not bullshitting you. This right here will clean damn near your damn teeth out your head. And that ain't no lie. It gets all of this. Period. I started taking this stuff,
last year.
Last year? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started taking this stuff truly last year. And I can go as long as I got my prescription for it, I can go and get it. But see, with me, I need, I have to have all this from the front, from the back to the front. I got to have it clean. I'm sorry. It's got to be. Let us pray, Father. You only gave me one set of teeth, but you're going to give a goddamn crocodile and an alligator several sets. They can lose one and grow back another. Why you didn't give that to us? Well, he didn't. But a damn alligator and crocodile grow back down several times in their life. Did you know that?
Nope.
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I watch a lot of Animal Planet. But yeah, y'all, this stuff right here, good Lord, it goes out September 2027. I'll be able to use it up by then. Get me some more. I don't get it all the time, but I do get it. As a matter of fact, because I started getting this when my tooth had abscessed on me. And boy, let me tell you something. Ever since then, I've been wanting it. Now I'm going to tell you something. You got to be sure that you ready to not taste anything that you put in your mouth. I don't care if it's drink. I don't care if it's food. I don't care if you go to McDonald's and get your favorite milkshake. You ain't going to taste it. It's that strong. And your breath gonna smell like a goddamn, a whole damn mint fucking truck for the rest of that day. And for people that can't take strong smells, like cologne smells or minty smells, this might not be for you, because your breath gonna smell like a damn mint. And you will know when this is done cleaning in your mouth, because it goes in blue. But when you spit it out, it's white. That's when you know. That's why they don't do nothing but for 30 seconds. It goes in your mouth blue. But as soon as you spit it out, it turns white. And it doesn't burn. It doesn't do any of that. It has no burn to it. But this is some good stuff. You got to have a prescription for it, though. You got to have a prescription for it. Well, it's been tore off, but you got to have a prescription for it. But this is some good stuff. Like I said, I let my wife try it. Because she didn't believe me. She did not believe me. Boy, when she tried, she said, I don't want that no more. Did you tell me that?
Yeah.
She said, I can't taste nothing. I swear to God, did what she did.
Man, my tongue was numb.
Yeah, she said, she said, where my tongue at? It's in your damn head, shawty. What the hell they got to slow down right there in front of my damn driveway for?
That dip.
That dip is all the way right there. This is burning my damn driveway. I'm going to put a dip in their ass. Anyway, my wife like, I said, what's wrong with you? I can't feel my tongue. Where's my tongue? It's in your damn head. Where's that? But I'm serious, man. This stuff right here, keep out the reach of children. This stuff right here. Yeah. And you can, your whole breath gonna smell like that for the remainder of the day. That's what some of y'all teachers need. And when I was going to school, man, look, man, I had a teacher. Her breath was so goddamn gonna stink. It was crazy, boy. I ain't lying to you, man. You had to write a note, send it there too, because you didn't want to talk on your face. I mean, I go to the restroom, pass to the teacher, write us back. Anywho, so let me get to this Tony Kemp. Oh, you know I'm gonna do it. Why is it that pastors cannot heal the people in their church. This is part one. There's going to be a part two. I'm going to show y'all some videos, okay? This first part that I'm going to show y'all is Tony Kemp's witchcraft mind control. All right, now listen, okay? Listen. The only people that's going to get this, the only people that's going to understand this, the only ones, is the people where the Holy Spirit bears witness to the truth. Okay? Where the Holy Spirit bears witness to the truth. So if you sit up there and say, I don't believe that, blah, 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 the Holy Spirit's not bearing no witness to the truth that should already have been in you. Okay? So the only people that's going to understand what I'm about to show you is the people that the Holy Spirit has bared witness to the truth. So, my first video, I titled it, Tony Kemp's Witchcraft Mind Control. But what I'm going to do is I was going to start the video at 38 minutes, but I'm going to start it at 34 minutes and 1 second, okay? It's a pretty lengthy video, but there is a lot that you have to allow the Holy Spirit to deal with you. You have to. Look at my baby. I'm talking about as soon as I ain't even tell her to play. Now, who is that, y'all? Watch this. Who is she, Cal?
Priscilla.
Priscilla who?
Shower.
Thank you. Priscilla. You know how many Priscillas I do? And I still say y'all lying. Ain't no way in hell that woman 50 fucking years old. Hey, you laughing for? Ain't no way in hell you 50 fucking years old. God don't like liars. Y'all evil. They shepherds for the devil.
19 days apart.
They shepherds for the devil. It's a joke. Jesus fucking Christ.
Some people don't have a sense of humor.
So anyways, let's see. For such a time as this, that's what the video is called. But I should already have it in my history because I was watching it today. So let's go. Let's go. I'm a little fella. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. Sweet darling. Here we go. All right. This is 34. It's going to be starting at 34 minutes and 2 seconds. And I want you guys to really understand what this dude is doing. And I will explain as it goes along. Okay? I will explain as it goes along. One of these days I'll be able to get me one of these things that you can talk and it's sitting upside your head. I ain't that rich yet though. When I get that rich, y'all will know. Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, sir.
Won't they know?
Yeah, oh, they would definitely know that.
Right, they can't do it. Seriously. You should, baby? You should?
Yes,
They gonna,
sir. Yes, sir.
they gonna know, huh?
They go know.
They gonna know your drawers too?
No, they ain't gonna know that.
How about your drawers?
No.
Not your drawers? Not your drawers. Not your drawers.
That's private.
Not your drawers. Hey, you know what? I used to have a granddaddy that you say to me, your britches coming off. every time we were passing, Mr. Shoe, your britches coming off. I think that's where I get that from. Because people ask me a question, I be like, your drawers. Why would I hear that from? All right, so here we go. Here we go. Guys, please let the Lord bear witness to the truth, whoever watches this. I'm not making up anything. This is the truth. Like I said, I will explain somewhat as it goes along.
Did you get that? Okay, I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, straight to hell.
Everybody say revelation, right response, promise results. Everybody say revelation, right response, promise results. So now I want to talk to you about miracles. For the first 26 years of my ministry, I was a youth pastor 5 years, social pastor 20 years, senior pastor 20 years. I pastored pastors and other leaders. First 26 years, I didn't see any miracles. Maybe 10 healings.
Let me, I forgot to do this. I know, I see your face. We've already heard this video before. Let me explain to y'all who this Jagger Napes is, okay? You can look him up on YouTube, okay? His name is Tony Kemp, okay? He is a lying piece of dog crap, okay? He has this thing on Sid Roth is supernatural. Sid Roth is nothing himself. I used to listen to Sid Roth over and over again because I always thought that he was for real about his conversion, but he's not. All right, so, but anyways, Tony Kemp, he has wrote a book talking about how he went to heaven and how he sat down with Jesus. And you're going to hear some of that in here. I'll say the video is pretty lengthy. Tony Kemp talks about how, that's why I know this is going to be a two-part. Tony Kemp talks about here, even in here, how he went to heaven and he talked to Jesus, right? This dude. He went to heaven, he talked to Jesus, he sat down with Jesus, he describes Jesus and how he looks. And so, but the Bible plainly tells us that no man has been to heaven and seen the Father and came back and talk about it. Since Jesus being the Father, there is no way you can go to heaven and talk to Jesus and come back and tell about it.
Okay.
Not even Moses could look upon Jesus. Not even Moses could look upon Jesus and tell you exactly how he looks. The Bible doesn't even tell you exactly how Christ looked.
Thank you.
Read your Bible, people. It does not tell you. It says it says his hair is like this, his feet is like that, his voice is like. Not that it is. It's like this. Read your Bible, people, and stop taking what people be telling you. These folks are lying. Listen, when I was in the hospital, okay, when I had the doggone bilateral pneumonia that they lied to me it was COVID, no, it wasn't COVID. When I had the bilateral pneumonia, I told, laying on that hospital bed, I told the Lord, I'm ready to go. I'm sick of this. I'm sick and tired of being sick. I say, you take care of my family. You take care of my child. You take care of my wife. I'm sick of this. I'm ready to go. That night, after me with my pity party and all that stuff right there, I went to sleep. Nobody has to believe this. This is my testimony. I went to sleep. You got a bicycle? I went to sleep. And the next thing I know, I was walking on grass, but the grass was as green. There's nothing on this earth that can even remotely equal to the green grass that I saw. The sky was such a blue. There's nothing on this earth that can describe that color blue. But what really stuck out to me, you understand me? What really stuck out to me was the river. All my life, I heard that it was a crystal sea. Churches even sang about it. I'm going to sit down in the crystal sea one day. So when I saw the river, I did not believe that I had went to heaven. Wait a minute. I never said that nobody has ever been to heaven. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. It ain't nowhere in the Bible that tell you nobody never went to heaven. That's not what I said. The Bible says no one has went to heaven and saw the Father and came back and talk about it. Nobody. No one. If anybody tell you that they went to heaven and saw Jesus, they are y'all forgive me, whoever listening or whoever will watch it, they are damn liar from the pit of hell.
That's right.
Because it's not true. It's not true. As I was walking all my life, that's why I say you got to read the Bible for yourself, people. Nowhere in the Bible that it tells you there's a crystal sea. Uh-oh. They probably finna hang me. Nowhere in the Bible. So when I came to, listen, y'all, I died right there on that hospital bed. I don't care what nobody tell you. Both of my hands to God, I died on that hospital bed. Hell, I died in his house.
Yeah.
I fell dead coming out the bathroom. So you going? That's why you got sick. See, God. What if God was wanting me to die? Why in the hell will He raise me up off my bed of affliction?
Come on now. Come on.
Why would He do it? Why would He say, get up, take up thy bed, and walk? Why would He do it? If I'm so evil and I'm spreading lies and all that right there, that was not God. The Lord had already told me what was going on. He said, this is the attack from the devil. He made sure that I knew what was going on. And then another thing. Why is it that I died right there on that hospital bed? Y'all, I can't explain it, but I knew I was gone. I knew I was. I just can't explain the feeling of it. But I knew I was gone. And swear to God. Am I telling y'all I'm going to heaven? You don't hear me boast like that. You have never heard me say that. And you never will. I just know where I was. But at that time, I still didn't believe it. I was like, no, that couldn't have been heaven. And I talked to my wife about it. And my wife tells me, and she said, but that's what the Bible says it is. I said, nope. I said, from what I understand, people have said that it's a crystal sea. She said, no, it's not. She said, it is not a crystal sea. She said, it's a river. If I'm lying, God kill me as I sit here. I was on the green grass. You understand me? I was on the green grass. Walking on the green grass. And I was walking with my spiritual mother, Mama Jackie. She had went home in 2018. I got sick in 2021. You can go back and look at the videos that's on Facebook. You can see how skinny I had that. Dude, everybody thought I was gone. Everybody. Hell, people were casting bets. Coming by asking my wife. I heard he dead. She said, no, he's not. Get the fuck out my yard. No, he's not. Everybody. But nobody came to see me. Except 2 people. But one could not get in. Mama, Betty Lewis, Pastor Betty Lewis broke her hip trying to come see me. Now, I didn't know that she was coming up there. I didn't know that she was coming to bring me some food. I didn't know that. I didn't ask Mama Lewis for no food. I didn't ask her to come up there at all. Next thing I know, she in the same hospital I'm at. And I found out by my wife. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah. I gave Mama down the country. That's why I know she's enjoying herself now in glory.
And she still called every day.
And still called me. It will call my wife every day. Every day. And Reverend Simmons. He don't like to be called Rev. But Commissioner Simmons. Pastor Simmons. He came up there. He saw my wife in Kroger. He saw my wife in Kroger. And asked about me. And she said, you know, he's in the hospital. And I done had a lot of run-ins with crooked preachers. I done had a lot of run-ins with crooked preachers. You understand me? So because I only knew Commissioner Simmons as a good commissioner. I never knew him as a pastor. I knew he was a pastor, but I never knew him as a pastor. Knowing someone as something and experiencing someone as something is two different things.
That's right.
Just because I know you to be a preacher
Come on.
does not mean that I have experienced you in being what you say that you is. Y'all gonna get that tomorrow. Reverend Simmons, Pastor Simmons, Commissioner Simmons told my wife, said, I'll be up there. Tell him that I'm coming to see him. When my wife told me that, I said, yeah, sure. I said, Carol, I don't believe none of that. She was like, but that's what he said. I said, okay, Carol, I don't believe none of that. That's what I said. And I laid back. And no sooner than we were talking, my wife was sitting right there by my bedside. I'm looking up at the TV, watching TV. Man, we were having a conversation. I was still looking at the TV. I'm like, I'm so ready to get up out this hospital. I don't know what to do. We heard this. I was like, yeah, come on in. I'm thinking this because you ain't gonna get no rest in no hospital. I'm sorry, but you gonna get no rest in no hospital.
No.
Seem like every 10 minutes they coming in doing something. Like, really? Guess what? I said, yeah, come on in. When the door opened, and I looked, I was like, oh God, I was like, what the Commissioner Simmons was standing right there in the doorway. I look at Commissioner Simmons, and he looks at me. He say, you didn't think I was coming, did you? I said, no, I didn't. He said, young man, one thing I don't do, if I give you my word, I won't lie to you. He said, I told you I was coming out. He said, I told your wife I was coming out today, and I meant that. That meant the world to me, but do you know what actually meant the world to me above him coming there? It's what a lot of y'all preachers don't do. The only time y'all want to go get some sheep is when you want to have the most funky ass dinners. The only time y'all want to go get some sheep is when y'all want to have the most funky ass fish fries. You know, these so-called pretending to give away stuff. And you know full well what you doing. Trying to capture sheep. Trying to build up your congregation. I know what you're doing. The Lord been telling me what you're doing. Been said it. Your heart is not pure. But your ass is grass. You can believe that. The Lord been told me what y'all was doing. I hope she don't bring her ass back out here no damn more. Her slow ass. The Lord been told me what y'all was doing. You trying to recruit damn members by pretending to be giving away stuff for free. You a liar. A liar. And the truth is not in you. You're giving away free milk. But I want that clapper ass shit. Giving away free dinners. You open up the damn pack and end up with one piece of chicken, a slice of damn bread, and some old fucked up ass, some old fucked up ass pork and beans that you don't even know how to cook. And you only doing that so you can get members. Because the only time y'all want to do it is when there's an election or you need more members in your church. Y'all ain't out here beating up this gravel every Sunday. No, you're not. No, you're not. And as soon as your church has been filled up to the capacity that the fire marshal tell you should be in there, all that shit stops. Yeah, the Lord been told me what y'all been told. The only reason why y'all only can have so many members in your church, and because the fire marshals tell you how many people should be in one setting. And if you go over that, your ass gonna get fined and them doors gonna close. Oh, they didn't think I knew that. Uh-oh. Y'all think I knew that, huh? Y'all didn't. Little Bo Peep walks the sheep. Came on the line. Because if you think about it, baby, and I know that God is right, they take attendance of the members. Think about this now. As soon as a few members leave or go somewhere or go to another church or whatever, that's when they want to come out here and do the more funky ass fish fries. Think about that. Because they only do it every once in the blue moon. That's how you know y'all members ain't there. That's how you know you want more money. Hey, baby, I'm serious. Think about that. And whoever listen to this, y'all think about it too. God been showing me all this. He been showing me all this. And that's what, you don't see no funky ass sign around me about I'm no prophet. I ain't no prophet. But watch what I say come to pass though. Y'all can go listen to your fly-by-night preachers all you want to. As I said the last time, oh, I wish what they were saying was the truth. But by God, it is not. Waycross, you gonna suffer. And you gonna suffer bad. Y'all think 2024 was something? You ain't seen nothing. You heard that song? Oh, baby, 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 you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen it because y'all still won't get it right. You still, I'm talking to you preachers. That's what I'm talking to. You still won't get it right. You won't do it. You won't do it. At all. And God sent me to warn you. Yes, he did. That's why every time I get on here, it seems like you just get crunk up again. Because it's coming, and it's coming soon. So you can sit up there and listen to your fly-by-night, shade tree, Buffalo Bill mechanic damn preacher if you want to. And listen to them telling you Waycross okay. I'm telling you the Lord said it is not okay. Why your preacher didn't warn you about the storms that was coming? Because all they want to do is give you a feel-good message. Because they know, thank you, Holy Spirit, they know that if they tell you doom and gloom, some of y'all gonna pick up and move the hell out. So they want to keep you here. They want to keep you right here by giving you what your itching ears want to hear. My God. These are the times of Noah. These are the times of Sodom and Gomorrah. And they are worse than before. I wish your preacher would tell you the truth about the storm that's coming. And I mean a literal storm. It ain't no figuratively storm. It ain't no state of mind storm. This is a real. And it's coming here to Waycross. So I don't give a damn what your preacher tells you. You better get your house in order. I'm talking about your spiritual life and your physical house. I've been telling y'all for years, and you still want to run to that crook that's telling you everything is all right. They laughed at Noah. Yeah. Noah preached their hard-headed ass for over 100 years. And they laughed at it. Ha ha, kiki, and kaka. 100 years. Sap suckers. But when it came, Noah, please, Noah. Noah. Noah, please, Noah. No. I done warned you. No. I swear, y'all talk about the judgment of God. Y'all talk about Christ got two sides. He's good and he's also a judgmental God. Y'all talk about that. But then you'll sit up there and when somebody tell you, thus saith the Lord, that this is coming, oh, God ain't going to do that. God ain't going to do that. I know he ain't going to do that. How you going to tell people God is just, loving and just, and then when somebody tell you a storm coming, God, nope. Don't believe that. He lying. Come to church Sunday. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. When it happens, sit up there and believe your little Bo Peep. Sit up there and believe your little Bo Peep. Because he is scattering and fleecing the sheep. Sit up there and believe it. Watch your black ass and your white ass be sunk down through there. I will sit here to warn you. Now you're laughing about it. Laugh all you want to. But as for me and my family, we're going to be safe. Mark my words. We're going to be safe. Let me tell you something. You're going to know when that storm hit. Maurice and Calvin and his family going to be gone. That's when you will know. I know what instruction God gave me. Now you lying, sound-biting, plagiarizing monkey preachers who watch my videos, some of my videos, and you want to sit up there and reverse what I said. The Bible says, woe be unto you. Woe be unto you because you don't know what you doing. Well, you know, you just don't care. I have never made a pitch or a bid for none of your members and don't want nary one of them. Don't want nary one of them. If I did, hell, I'd have been just like some of y'all. Out there buying. Out there buying rundown buildings. Next thing you know, 6 months later, there's a church. You ain't even got the floor plans made out yet. There's a church. Seem like everywhere you turn right here in Waycross, seem like on every street. Somewhere I heard there's about 300 churches right here in Waycross, Ware County alone. My God. Why is only a handful of them speaking the truth?
Come on.
Why is this? Why is this? Y'all won't listen to Kirksey. Pastor Kirksey, Kenneth Kirksey. You won't listen to him. And the only reason why you won't listen to him is because he don't bow his head when y'all tell him to. Uh-oh. 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 Somebody better go tag or somebody better go get Minister Kirksey and tell her, say, Marie talking about you. Marie talking about you. Y'all turn your nose up at Minister Kirksey. You won't invite him back to your churches. Because you know he come with that Holy Spirit legitimate aroma. Yeah. Yeah. But his church is going to be one of the churches spared. His church is going to be one of the churches spared in Waycross, Georgia. Mark my words. Minister Kirksey, my God. Seemed like I just got a word for you. Seemed like I just got a word for you. And Lord, if I did not hear this from you, please correct me. But it seemed like and I'm no prophet, but it seemed like I just got a word for you, Minister Kirksey. You hold what you got. God getting ready to bring his sheep out of the wolf pack of many of these churches. Because he looks over and he saw a shepherd. that has been faithful over a few. Now he wants to make you ruler over many. Seems like I just got that word for you, Minister Curtsy. And I'm not even playing right now. I don't play with the Lord. You too, Commissioner Simmons, Pastor Simmons. You too. When that storm hit, and most of these churches, them sheep gonna need to go somewhere. God gonna bring them straight to y'all. The only thing I want you to do is when God start making you ruler over many, you keep him first. You keep the Lord first, because you get ready. Jesus gonna bring them right at your door. And a couple of other you ministers here in Waycross that I don't know nothing about, but I know what God is about to do. It's going to take a storm to scatter and bring his people out. It seemed like that I just heard the Lord say that, Carol, and I am not BSing you not one bit.
Oh, no, you don't play about when you feel the Holy Spirit. You don't
Period.
play about that.
You hold what you got, Minister Curtsy. You hold what you got. Commissioner Simmons, you hold, Pastor Simmons, you hold what you got. And I know that God is going to bring his lost sheep, ones that you don't even know, because one that you didn't even know, you came and saw him. And Jesus said, I can trust you with the ones I've given you, and you have went out and care for the ones that you did not have in your pastures. I know it for a fact. It's coming. Hold what you got, people. Hold what you got. There's so many others. Hold what you got. Keep being faithful to the Lord. Keep putting him first. Keep putting him first. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Don't worry about Pastor Curtsy, Minister Curtsy. Don't worry about Pastor Simmons, Commissioner Simmons. Don't worry about what people been saying about y'all. My wife and I, we got a gift for the both of y'all. As soon as it get here, we're going to put one in your hands, Minister Curtsy. We're going to put one in your hands, Commissioner Reverend Simmons. But I'm going to do it in front of your congregation. That's where I'm going to do it. The Lord already been asking me to go to Commissioner Simmons' church. I'm going to do it right there in front of your face, and I'm going to tell you what thus saith the Lord. And I'm going to tell your church, you better stick with him. You stick with them. You don't go, because I'm telling you, when that storm hits, it ain't going to stop people from going to church. It ain't going to stop people from worshiping the Lord. All the Lord going to do is reroute them. He going to reroute, because see, they been on the wrong road. They don't know that they headed to a dead end. They don't know that they headed down a dark, deadly, and lonely street. They don't know. They don't know, thus saith the Lord. And I got to reroute them. I got to reshape their GPS. And the only way I can do is I got to bring something to shake them up. And I'm going to make it so, thus saith the Lord, I'm going to make it so that they cannot return from whence they came. This is how I'm going to bring my people out. If I did it in the Bible days, I'll do it again. Thus saith the Lord. If I did it, I shook up Egypt land. I shook them to their very core because I want my people out of there. I want them out. And the only way, because right now my people is still kind of hard-headed. You see, even some of the Jews that was in bondage was still hard-headed. They didn't believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They didn't believe in the God of Moses. Most of them did not believe. Why would God keep us here? Even to this day, they still asking the question, don't blame God for man's evilness. Don't blame God for that. But thus said the Lord, some of my sheep still have a hard head. So I got to shake them. And the only way I can shake them is I have to do what you see some birds do. Certain type of birds, they whenever they get ready to build their nests, they don't only use soft, but they use thorns too. And at the time, when they building their nests and they laying their eggs and them babies, they ain't moving around too much. They just staying in one spot and come feed me, mama, come feed me, daddy. They don't know that there's a thorn there. Why do birds do this? Because my God, at the right time, I want you out of there. Next thing you know, that bird done hit that thorn. Ow, that don't feel good. Oh, well, I'll still stay. Ow, what's going on over here? Ow. You starting to feel them now. That parent knew what he and she was doing. They were shaking up that nest. They know it's time for you to spread your wings and fly. It's time for you to leave. God finna start shaking up these churches. He finna start shaking up these churches here in Waycross and abroad. He fixing to start shaking up these churches. Thorns has already been placed. When your so-called pastor was building their church, thorns were being put there. Some of y'all pastors done took shortcuts. That's what's gonna bring your building down. Some of y'all churches ain't even up to code. That was gonna bring your building down too. Some of y'all churches don't even have insurance on it. That's gonna bring you out too. You've been lying on your taxes about your church. You so eager to put up a church, you don't even have the appropriate bathroom, the appropriate kitchen nowhere. You just want to just throw up something so you can get some money too. You greedy dogs. You uncircumcised dog. Don't even have a bathroom in that joker. People got to go to the bathroom. They got to go all the way down the street to a damn convenience store. But God is setting it up just like that. Because while they walking down to the convenience store, they done passed Kenneth Kirsten Church, or they done passed Reverend Simmons Church, or they done passed this church. Wait a minute, they got a bathroom in there. Let me, got you a bathroom? Wait a minute, did you hear what they say? Man, let me go. Uh-oh, membership done changed. Simple off of a bathroom. Keep on taking shortcuts. You don't care nothing about these people. $100 for some damn KFC chicken. I ain't even get to what I wanted to get. I played this little video. I can't even get to it. You got people all up in your church, ain't even got a damn kitchen for them people to sit there. What happened to the old church? When I was going to church at Sand Hill. It was Oak Grove or Sand Hill. Can't remember which one. But we always had a church. I mean, a kitchen and a bathroom. We might didn't have no AC, but you can roll out them damn windows.
With them church fans.
We didn't need no AC. Because we knew after church, we go to kids, hey, take off your damn church coat, go on outside and play now. People don't do that no more. It's all about money now.
They don't see numbers. They see
Oh,
numbers.
Jesus. My Lord told me a while, but not a while ago, last week, to be exact. He said, most of your pastors, most of the preachers, they don't see people. They see money. They see how many chairs they can fill up. So that's why that drive behind sermon, Lord, let me say it how I want to say it. I know you didn't say it like this, but let me say it how I want to say it. Them dry ass sermons that they preached last Sunday, they done repackaged and refurbished that crap this Sunday. And that's why it sound good. Because now they done got about 5 or 10 members coming in the church, new faces they ain't never seen. So now they got to make them feel good. They got to act all holy and act like God done gave them a revelation. Let them speak in a little tongue. Let me do it. I'm coming to you, go ahead. And just as evil as 1, 2, 3. They don't see people, they see money. That's what the Lord told me. You know what's sad? You sit your behinds around here, you so-called wannabe shade tree mechanic preachers. Pickle face ass. You sit your behind around here. You go find some more dilapidated building. Throw some paint in that joker. Put up some doggone soundproof paneling. Go out to the dumpster and get some more folded funky chairs that the church 3 decades ago done threw out. You throw some more funky behind sheets over them. Just so you can put butts in those chairs. And then you make your congregation pay for their kitchen, pay for their bathroom. And you fools do it. They making y'all pay for them. You fools do it. Yeah, you right. I'm still building my studio. I got a few more things to do to it, and it's done. I'm still building my studio. Back then, I'm still building mine. But you know what I've never done? And the only reason why that I have not, the only reason why that I have not finished it is because school, and I had other different, I ain't no doggone more, and I had different obligations. That's the only reason why. So we had to travel here and there. But one thing the one thing that I will not do. One thing I will not do. Put your hand over there, please. One thing that I will not do. And this will have to be a part 2, baby. One thing that I will not do is lie to you and tell you, oh, the Lord this and oh, the Lord told me that and the Lord told me this. The Lord told me this and the Lord told me that. That's why I tell them to leave my doggone door open. The Lord told me this and Lord, and then you come to, oh, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. I need me about 100. Those of you that can give $200. Those of y'all that can give $1,000 bleed. I ain't doing none of that. As the Lord give me, I give to my studio. Why? Because whoever comes there, I want you to know you ain't got to pay for nothing but your studio time. That's why. Everything that's in there, the Lord gave it to me and I put it in there. I've never seen churches in Waycross go up so damn quick. I mean, next minute, I'm talking about, and they still got churches that they done put up, but nobody goes to right down the road.
Yep.
Nobody goes to. You just putting up church, putting up buildings. Ain't no shelter down here the first. That's funny. You wonder why your town don't grow. You telling people that we don't like homeless folks. But that same homeless joker that you just turned away, before he became homeless, he could have been the architect. He could have helped your dumb ass with whatever floor plans you got going on. Dummy. Period. This one could have been a damn surveyor. One of the best that ever was. This one could have been whatever. You homeless. That's all you greedy niggas see. Guess what? I got news for all of you. We all homeless.
All right.
Your money on this earth ain't gonna buy not nary mansion in glory.
Come on now.
So you're homeless, you ain't got a dime either. As a matter of fact, you are broker than the one that you calling broke. Oh, Jesus. Some of y'all gonna be homeless for all eternity. You ain't gonna never belong nowhere. Jesus said that he created hell for Satan and his angels. He said, I never designed that for man. So you know what they're telling you? Even when you go to hell, you don't belong there. It's bad to be to be in the hood, but you don't even belong in the hood. Then you want to go to the damn suburbs, you don't belong there either. Some of y'all gonna be a wanderer for the rest of your existence. You don't belong there. Period. So while you running around here picking at brother No-No and sister Go-Go because they don't have the clothes like you or they ain't got the church like you. I never knew that it was about the building. I never knew that. I never knew it was about what clothes you wore. I never knew that either. That's funny to me. Because if you so much of God, if you so much want to be like God, name one church Jesus ever had. Name one Gucci Jesus ever had on. Name one Prada Jesus ever had on. Name one Maybach Jesus ever drove. Because it's not about that. By the world standards, Jesus was broke. By the world standards. And most of you so-called preachers standards, Jesus was broke. You know what's sad? I've heard more preachers, so-called preachers, call Jesus broke than what the world do. Kenneth Copeland has called him broke. Oh, Kenneth Copeland said some derogatory things about him. Call him the biggest loser. Huh? And if y'all don't believe that, just tell me to prove it. Call him the biggest loser in the world. Say, who was the biggest loser in all eternity? Everybody said the devil. He's about, no, Satan is the most consistent loser. Wouldn't that make you the biggest loser? You still, is this, what the? Don't worry about it. If you constantly losing, then you become the biggest loser. What the hell is this man even talking about? He said, no, Jesus Christ is the biggest loser. He's talking about, y'all want me to tell you how? And then fool, yeah, tell us how. Yeah. Because Jesus lost Adam? No, he didn't. Jesus lost Eve? No, he didn't. Jesus lost him? No, he didn't. But y'all believe old Kenneth Copeland calling Jesus the biggest loser. Jesus is the biggest loser that ever he hit. What? But see, I didn't know that it was about church. The building. I didn't know that it was about the 3-piece suits. I didn't know that. I'm telling you, faithful preachers, hold on what you got. Because just as God had multitudes following him, the Lord is going to bring just the people that he wants in your church. And he going to do it by shaking the tree in Waycross. So yeah, like I said, you can continue, and pastors and preachers abroad, not just here in Waycross. But God really has a vendetta against Waycross. Now you ain't got to believe that. Keep going to your pastor. Keep letting him scratch your little ear with all of his sweet words. But if you go back to the videos that I've been putting up for the past few years, I ain't lied yet. I ain't lied yet. Matter of fact, they just had a tornado warning. They just did. And I told y'all what was coming. Because the Lord told me to say it. And Jesus said, and these are the beginning of birth pains for Waycross. Right now, that thing in labor. And my God, when it gives birth. You know what? I told the Lord, I said, Lord, but he promised me that we would not be here. And I'm going to hold him to his word. He promised me, because he said, when you leave, shake the dust from your feet. And I said, I will. And he told me this years ago, back in 2016. Yep. 2016, 2017, I believe. 2016. He shared this with me in 2016. I just recently started telling y'all about it. He said, because Waycross has been given chance after chance after chance after chance, and they won't get it right. She will not get it right. And I'm tired now. I'm telling you what's coming. Somebody asked me about Highway 55. I said, well, maybe they listening to the Lord. They just built the doggone thing up on Memorial Drive. Now it's closed permanently. Now I don't know the reason why, but I tell people, well, maybe that's the Lord doing it, getting certain things out of here. I don't want to hurt your business. And God will do just that for the time being, and he will use, because the Waycross asks for tech. God can use that. The hell you talking about? Waycross would charge certain business right out there. I mean, they would charge you out the wazoo. That's why you can't keep nothing here in Waycross. The biggest money maker here in Waycross is CXX. That's why they don't get fined like they should for leaving them damn trains. But I'm telling you, CXX, you better reroute your ass somewhere else. Because when God get done with Waycross, you ain't going to have a railroad to even put a damn tire on. Now say what you want to say. I know what the Lord has shared with me. I know what he shared. You won't even have a track, let alone the track in your drawers.
Oh my goodness.
My wife said, oh my goodness. You won't even have a track. Hey, look. Go ahead. I am being as serious as I don't know what. I have seen Waycross turned upside down, inside out. But I got good news for some of you. I just don't know who that some of you is. But I got good news for some of you. So you can go to your pastor. Hey, I heard Maurice say, he said, see, the Lord showed me that right there. Your house wasn't gonna be safe. You listen to that fool if you want to. And I know some of you crackhead preachers been watching my videos because I watch you. Oh, yes, I do. And some of the same stuff I've said, you said. Where I get 40, 50, 60 views from, I don't do this for no views. You niggas don't leave not nary comment. Neither do I care. I'm just saying, you don't leave nothing. That means, that right there calls you a lurker. You worse than a damn burglar. That's all you doing is lurking, trying to get some information. See, the devil know when truth being spoken because he always want to plagiarize some shit and make it sound like he said it. But go ahead. Use it. Use it. Your people gonna find out you lying too. Oh, yes, sir. They gonna find out you ain't nothing but a liar. Oh, yes, sir. CXX, you better reroute your ass somewhere else. I'm telling you. I got good news for some of you, though. That storm gonna hit and miss. Mark my words. It's gonna hit and miss. And I keep bringing this up because I told y'all. I said that God gonna send a small tornado through Waycross. I told y'all this. I can't never remember the year, but it happened. It happened at Kettle Creek. A small tornado, maybe an EF1, but it was still a small tornado. It was in the paper. I got the paper clippings. And it ripped some of the sidings off of Kettle Creek. I didn't know nothing about that. Callan and myself were driving down the road because there's the nursing home. We was going to go see someone. And I say, dang, that church. I say, what happened to that church? Now y'all got to understand, Kettle Creek is like right up the road from us.
We thought they were remodeling.
That's what we thought, that they was remodeling. We didn't know nothing else. I was like, dang, that church. Ooh. That's the name of the right, Kettle Creek? Yeah. I was like, look at this right here. What the devil? I said, wow, okay. Next thing I know, I go to Walmart. Somebody that been lurking on my page, watching a video or whatever, she comes up to me. She said, you sure spoke the truth. I said, what is you talking about? She said, you was on the other day and you said that God was going to send a small tornado through Waycross as a warning. I said, yeah, that's what the Lord told me. I said, and I stand behind what I say. I didn't know whether she was going to get sassy or whatever. I didn't know at the time. But one thing about munching, I don't back down what I said.
No, you don't.
And I never will. I said, that's what the Lord told me. So what's the problem? You sure spoke the truth. I said, what are you talking about? When she told us, she said, you did. She said, it's in the papers. She said, no sooner after you said that, it hit. But it hit Kettle Creek. When we got the papers, showed, and I'm quite sure you can go probably on Google to this day and find out. I haven't lied then. I'm not lying to y'all now. I told y'all that God was going to send warnings through Waycross and it was going to get worse and worse than the one before. What happened in 2024? Waycross has never been cast into outer darkness like that. I have to get to Tony Kemp probably tomorrow or the next day. Carolyn, I don't know why I went here.
You got to go where the Holy Spirit leads.
But I know that the Lord has been telling you to tell me, you keep warning them. You keep warning them. You just came to me the other day. You said, Maurice, the Lord told me to tell you to keep warning the people. And sometimes I said, man, I'm tired of ain't nobody listening to me. She said, it doesn't matter. The Lord told you to keep doing this. Well, damn it, I'm still doing it. And I ain't going to change my words. I ain't going to change my words. I'm not going to change what I said at all. I'm not going to do it because I don't have to. I can stand firm And I can tell y'all, if I had to die right now, I will still tell y'all what the Lord said for me to tell Waycross. We gonna get to Tony Kemp, it just won't be today. I thought it was, I don't need to spend 3 hours on here like I did before. And that's one thing I'm not gonna do. Who the hell wanna look at a 3-hour video of me talking? Not even I wanna look at that. So we gonna get to Tony Kemp probably tomorrow or the next day, but y'all got to hear this about Tony Kemp. Okay? I know I played a video and I'm not gonna erase the whole video. Just know that I guess that would be the setup for y'all to. Because for some reason, this whole thing shift. And this is not, I swear to God, I did not come on here to talk about nothing. This is what I had to talk about. I did not come on here to talk about this again. But like my wife say, you got to go where the Bible say that in there too. You got to go where the Lord leads you. That's right. Even in my mind, I would try to kick against it. Y'all just didn't see it or hear it. But in my, I'm like, man, I don't want to talk. I'm trying to talk about, and it just went right there. So, but we gonna get to Tony Kemp, and y'all gonna see these videos. This is crazy. All I can do is put the truth out there for you. It's up to you to believe it. Exactly. But one thing about Maurice Mungin, I may be a lot of things, but when it come down to Jesus Christ and my belief, I'm no liar. That's right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate on nary preacher. That's why I tell people I'm probably one of the most dangerous men in the world. Men just like me. Why? Because we don't want churches. So in other words, you can't buy us. That's right. We are not easily swayed by money. I'm not up here to have a GoFundMe page or the this page. That's not what I'm up here for. Nope. Y'all know I've said this before. If that's what I want, I was offered 3 churches. I turned all 3 of them down. And I can prove all of them except one. You just have to go to heaven to talk to the young lady that wanted to give me the church. Period. The other 2 try to do it through sex. But that wasn't happening. Nah, I'm good, bro. That's why I say guys like me are dangerous. Because we don't want to be what some of you fake ones are. I don't want to be no pastor. My wife is that. But I will speak the truth and what thus saith the Lord. I will do that. And I'm not going to back down from it. Like I said, the Lord told me to keep warning Waycross. And I have told y'all, and I have told y'all, and over and over again, I said that the Lord is going to slowly but surely start sending storms through Waycross. Start sending different things. I said, and one going to be worse than the other one. I said, but when the grand finale hit, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Some of you laugh, you put up them little laughing emojis or whatever. Laugh home! They laughed at Noah. But can I ask Waycross a question? So for some of you lurkers that be on here lurking, let me ask you a question. What the hell happened last year? You can't make this stuff up. What happened last year? And I asked my wife. She was born and raised right here in Waycross. I asked my wife. I said, have you ever seen anything like that? She said, I've never seen nothing like that before. She said, in all the years I've been there, that I've been living here in Waycross, I have never seen nothing like what I saw in 2024. She said, I've never seen it. No, because everybody come to Waycross to get away from it. Everybody come to Waycross to get away. Listen, Waycross, oh my God. Waycross, you don't even see that your time is running out. You don't even see that. People, hear my heart on this. Whoever listens. All right. Hear my heart on this. Whoever listens. Whoever listens, hear my heart on this. Come out from among your lying preachers. I'm telling you. Come out from among your money-grubbing, lying, whoremongering preachers. Come out from among them. Because God is finna shake that very tree. And you know who's going to fall out of it besides you? Them liars. And you're going to have to look back. You lied to me. Yeah, they lying to you. Still lying to you. They still lying to you. One fool got on here, and I'm trying not to call that fool name. But he knows who I am, and I know who he is, and mama never liked you. Shut up, Maurice. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Lord. Okay, baby, you know me. I don't like calling names. So I'm trying my best not to call this Negro name. But mama never liked you. I never liked you. No one. And you've been telling your congregation all these lies. And you know you lying. And the only reason why, baby, I won't call his name, because he ain't really, you know.
He ain't crossed that line.
He ain't crossed that line yet. But I'm still going to call. You know who I'm talking to. We used to go right up there to Wings of Deliverance together. Yeah, you a liar. And a big liar. You took, and I know you did, you went on one of my videos and watched it. I know, because you said what I said, damn near word for word. You just twisted it around. God never told you nothing. He never told you nothing. And I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted to handle it. I know exactly where your church is. I'm going to knock your ass out right there in front of your people. But what did the Lord tell you to tell me? No. What'd he say?
Let him handle it.
And he will do what?
And he won't get in trouble for it.
He won't get in trouble for it. I swear, I want to take all your fronts loose. I promise, because I don't like that. Don't plagiarize me. And don't plagiarize my father. Because I know you told a lie. You said exactly what I said. You just twisted that mess around. And I know you did. When my wife, I said, baby, listen to this. When my wife heard it, she was like, when did God tell? I said, I don't know, man. But you know, man, it was pissing me off. It was really pissing me off. Because I'm like, I don't bother not nary soul here in Waycross. I'm going to tell Waycross about her funky tail, but I don't get up here and plagiarize nobody. Nobody can tell you that I would go to any of my videos. Everything I say has been original and authentic.
That's right.
I don't plagiarize a damn soul. And I don't like when people do that shit to me. And I know you did it. I can't prove it, but you know you did it. And I know you did it, and God know you did it. You a snake. But be careful. Because when calamity hits your home, when calamity hits your home, when it stop by and touch your son, or your daughter, or your grandparents, or your wife, or even you, don't say you wasn't warned. Don't say it. You've been lying to your congregation, and you know you have. And they gonna believe you irregardless, because remember, I ain't nobody. I don't have a church. I don't have this, and neither do I want. Guess what? I'm comfortable sitting in my truck or going in my studio. I'm very comfortable. I don't need it. But God gonna get you. And you better be glad that the Lord spoke through my wife, because I was raging mad. I promise you. I knew exactly where your church is. I was going to wait for you to come outside. I was going to bust you dead in your mouth. I promise. I was going to slap shit out you. And that's, man, how they say, that's true, and that's true straight way. And you laughing, I'm dead ass serious.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I was going to bust you dead in your mouth, because I don't play that. I done told y'all about Paul, better leave me alone. For something bad happened to you.
You know, I was sitting up here thinking, you know how you were saying about, you know, you had been telling Waycross about how each storm was going to get worse. And I was just thinking about the storm that happened, not the one last year, but I think it might have been 22 or 23, but I know Mama was still living. We was down at her place, and they had to cancel Bible study because member first had called her, said they were stuck in Walmart. They couldn't leave because
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yep. Matter of fact, I said it then. I said it in Mama's house. I know my mama, my spiritual mother, my second spiritual mother, she in glory now. Pastor Betty Lewis. I said it in her house. I said, Mama, the Lord told me. She looked at me. She said, I believe you because the Lord been showing it to me too. Mama Jackie even said it. Commissioner Davis has said it. God rest their souls. And now y'all want to come up talking about it ain't going to happen? Okay.
Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, his word will be established.
Commissioner Simmons is saying it. And I know, well, Pastor Simmons, and I know Pastor Kirsch is saying it. Y'all better take heed. Y'all better take heed. But when that big one hit, some of y'all better say, Maurice and his family must be gone. God gave me that promise. He gave me that promise. And you took what God gave me and lied to your people. I'm back to you now again. You took what God gave me, that promise, and lied to your people. And I know you lied to them. And thus saith the Lord, I ain't got nothing to do with you. And he gonna get you. But he gonna make you cry. God knows I want to call your name. As God is my witness, I want to call your name. But God said he gonna make you cry. You gonna wish the day you never did it. I'm telling you, mark my words. The death angel is on your family. Carolyn, all I wanted was people to leave me alone. I'm gonna get Tony Kim. All I wanted was people to leave me alone. They talking about touch not God anointed and do his prophet no harm. When I'm no prophet. I would never tell you I'm a prophet. That would be a lie from the pit of hell. But I know that I am anointed to speak the truth. I know I am. And I've been doing it for years. Guess what? With no money. Not begging nobody for no dollar. If you give me $1,000, I'll tell you that the storm gonna pass over. No. I can't do that. They tried to pay Noah to shut up. He wouldn't do it. Period. But you're gonna get what's coming to you for what you did. You just better thank God that I'm in my listening phase. Because World County probably would have been seeing me up there at the county jail. Period. They would have been seeing me up there at the county jail. Exactly, munching. I can hear a sergeant. Damn, get it, damn name. I can hear now munching. Why you do that? Now munching. Now your wife gonna be up here to pay this bond, but you know you gotta go. Why you do that? I don't like being messed with, sir. My wife had to pray. Oh, the Lord. And the Lord told her, I told you to tell him, let me handle it, and I won't get in trouble. Because if he handle it, he gonna get in trouble. Now you ain't gotta believe that. I don't care. Period. But people that know me, they know you don't get away lying on me, plagiarizing. No. You don't do that, because I will call you and I will go up to your face. Period. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I know I can never be no preacher. I ain't gonna never have nobody in my church. For real. Hey, you mess up, it's over. I'm gonna get in your face. I don't care.
And who gonna mess with God?
Period. Ain't nobody gonna touch God. Nobody. And I'm not God. Nobody gonna touch God. Period. But you mess up in that church, and see, that's what the church missing today, baby.
Yep.
Strictness. I see so many people walk out of church. They see homeless people just sitting there, and they'll pass them right by after they done took $100, $200, $1,000 so-called seed, put it in the doggone thing. Do you know God will give you more quicker for helping someone on the street that's hungry?
That's right. The Bible says, you who gives to the poor gives to the Lord.
Yeah. It says if you give to the poor, you lending to the Lord.
And the Lord does repay.
So that pastor, whatever that, Keon Henderson, is that his name? So-called preacher, that's good, but you ain't gonna get nothing back. What? Y'all always give it to the poor. That because that's what Jesus actually told us to do.
Exactly.
That's what he actually told us to do. He said, those of you who give to the poor, you lending to the Lord. Anybody that I lend to, you're going to be expecting something back. That's common sense. That's common sense right there.
And the Bible says that he who has this world's goods and do not help those in need, the love of Christ is not
It's
in
not
you.
in you. It's not in you. But some of y'all don't care. You're going to still send your hard-earned cash to Creflo Dollar, your local line preacher. You're going to still send your hard-earned cash. Some of y'all work just to give it to the preacher. Guess what? The preachers ain't got, these so-called preachers ain't got to do nothing with their life.
Exactly.
Y'all sit up there and work like cats and dogs Monday through Saturday, sometimes on Sunday. Y'all get a whole paycheck. Half of them went to the so-called house of the Lord.
That's why these
The hell?
That's why they don't work no more.
That's why preachers don't work no more.
Exactly.
They got free. Think about this. You got 5,000 members in your church. I'm just saying.
Right.
Let's say each member got a job that pays $20, $25 an hour. You got 80 hours. That's some serious money. God wants half of your tithes. See, it's no longer 10%.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. They bend it away with that one.
Cut out that 10%.
When the hell did the Bible do away with? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
God want half of your tithes. He do. I can prove to you in the Bible what Jesus said, what do I have to do with this world's currency? What do I have to do with it? You can't build up nothing in heaven.
Exactly.
The Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is not made by the hands of man.
That's right.
The hell? God want half of your tithes. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Your first fruits. Food. Jesus was talking about literal food.
Yes, he was.
And my wife has read where if those of you who have goods as far as food, if you don't have no place to give that food to, capital F-O-O-D, food. If you don't have no place to give that food to, sell it and go enjoy yourself. That's in the Bible. Tithes was never meaning money. The first fruits was never meaning money. There used to be a time back in the day where the churches, you would see people bringing in boxes of food, canned goods, because there are people that don't have.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the only time that people can eat is when they go to church. The only time kids can eat is when they go to church.
And I know that firsthand because we had kids in our church. The only thing that I remember one Sunday when I was taking them, they asked me if we could take them to Walmart so they can pick up some noodles so they could have something to eat. And that from that moment on, that's when we started feeding every single Sunday.
Now they don't even do that. They don't even do that. These church don't even do that. You so damn greedy. You won't even feed people anymore. Some people go to church, yeah, they want to hear the word of God, but some people go to church having had nothing to eat in the past 2 or 3 days. You want to, let me give you the word of the Lord, and you're lying on that one too. These poor baby stomachs out there growling. And then guess what you do? Well, I just gave you spiritual food. All right, that's it. No, that should not be it. That should not be it. I remember when I was going to church, to the old church, it seemed like every Sunday you could smell the aroma of greens, chicken, all that good stuff. Women would come out from the back wearing these white things with the little white bonnet thing on top of their head. I'm talking about as soon as they open up that door with the pastor preaching that smell is here, whop, right in your face. And it just seemed like that when the smell hit you, everybody perk up.
Man, even the dogs came to church.
You ain't lying? Because they already know it's eating time. Now, you just send the people so greedy and evil. My God. Won't even give a person a plate of food. And if you do give them a plate of food, they done paid for it.
Okay.
Give me $100 seed. For what? 2 pieces of chicken, some yellow rice and some greens with a damn nasty ass roll and a glass of watered down tea? $100? Y'all done paid for that meal.
Okay. Now they want everybody to go Dutch to a restaurant where they pay for they done put all their money in church. Now you want them to spend money at the restaurant to go eat.
Exactly. Marvin Sapp. Close the doors. Close the doors. All y'all gonna do is just go down there to the restaurant. Good, mother. That's what people usually do on Sundays. They hardly ever cook. They go out to dinner. I've never seen somebody more greedier. Yes, I have. But he is in the top 10 than Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp is so greedy until it's pathetic. I remember when Marvin Sapp came here to Waycross to do his concert. There was a police officer. He's no longer with the police department. But there was a police officer, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Chancey. If I'm not mistaken. Cameron.
Yeah.
There was a police officer, because you remember I was working security out there at the fairgrounds. Remember? Yeah. You probably don't remember that, but I was. Anyways, there was a cop, and I believe it was Chancey, right? Marvin Sapp came here, and I'm talking to you because I'm telling you. Marvin Sapp came to Waycross, right, to do a concert. I believe that was either in 2010, it was either 9 or 10, if I'm not mistaken, right? I was doing security over there at the fairgrounds, but I heard these sirens going off, and I'm like, what's going on? Because I never heard of Marvin Sapp, okay? I never, at least I don't think I did. If I did, I don't know. But anyway, at that time, I don't think I was even into Marvin Sapp or anything like that, right? To show people how greedy Marvin Sapp is of money, right? So, you hear the little sirens going on, you know, whatever, right? So, next thing you know, you see all these cars pulling up at the stadium. All right, so I'm like, what's going on? So that night I didn't go to work because you remember over there at the fairgrounds. Yeah, it was at the fairground where they had that. You remember the club they used to be over there? You remember that? Okay. I was just making sure because me and Marvin Reese we used to work. All right. So anyway, so I didn't go to work that night, right? Because we was living. Yeah. So, but I thank God for the roof over our head. So, I want to know what the hell was going on. So I get in the car and I go down because I'm hearing all these sirens. I go down, and I see all these cars line up. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, there ain't no ball game going on. I'm like, what is this? So you see all these little blue and red lights flashing. So, I didn't know that it was him, Marvin Sapp. So I was like, dang. So I turns around and I come back to the house. Well, where we was living at. I come back out again because I think I was sitting over there at Fuji's, if I'm not mistaken. I was either at, I'm sorry. I was at Walmart. So I was at Walmart, right? And it was like round about, I want to say probably almost probably 1 o'clock in the morning. If I'm not, it's either 12:30, 1 o'clock, close to 1 o'clock in the morning. Next thing I know, I hear these sirens. I'm like, you see a police car in the front. Then you see, Lord help me, you see a black SUV here, another SUV here, and then I believe it was another car, something like that here, and then you see a deputy's car, right? You got a police car in the front and a deputy car in the back. So I'm like, somebody must be famous or something. What's going on down here? All right. I would have to say probably the next day, and I believe it was Chancey, Cameron, but he was a cop down here. I believe it was him that told me this. I saw him somewhere, if it was him. I saw him somewhere. I say, what was that going on the other night? He was like, if it was him, he was like, I know it was a big black cop. I know that for a fact. He was like, some famous singer, no, this is what he said. He said some so-called famous singer, gospel singer came down to Waycross. I'm like, who? And he was like, some guy by the name, I think his name Marvin Sapp or something. Now, because when I met you, I think you were listening to Marvin Sapp. I think that's how I heard about it, but I really wasn't into him. You know what I'm saying?
I think you had just heard the storm never would have made it.
I think so too. Yeah. But I really wasn't into Marvin like that, right? Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I heard of him, okay, well, no, yeah. He said, Munjin, can I talk to you for a second? I said, yeah, man, what's going on? Right, I mean, because he had this look on his face like, it's a damn shame. So I was like, man, what's going on, bro? He was like, you know what this Negro did? Y'all, I'm not lying. Whoever watched this, I am not lying. I say, well, you know me, I'm up with the juices. What it did? I say, what it did, brother? He say, all them people paid $30, $40, $50 tickets to get in. I say, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I guess what they supposed to be saying, got the charge, that's why he gonna make his money. But I'm thinking like, okay, so is that what's wrong? He was like, that was bad enough in itself. He said $20, $30, $40, $50 tickets. That was bad enough in itself, but the $50 was if you got late, he had to pay at the door or whatever. Anyways, so he said that was bad enough in itself. He said, because the man can't sing. And of course he had to be out there because of,
Right.
He said, Munjin, he said, this joker called in to the department. Chief Tanner was the chief at that time.
Right.
I was Chief Tanner. You know what? When I see Chief Tanner, I'm going to ask him about this one. So he said that this joker called in to the police department and told them that the only way he was going to come into Waycross is if he get an escort. But that's not the bad part, though. So they was like, okay, well, yeah, we can do that for you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we can do that. They complied because it was the deputy and the police department. Mm-hmm. So they was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. He said, okay. He said, and I also need an escort out. They was like, but there's nobody around. This is a small town. Nobody's gonna. Right. He was like, but they said that the cop told me that Marvin Sapp demanded. Yes, sir. He said Marvin Sapp demanded that they give him an escort in and an escort out. But the police department was trying to tell him this is a small city, people-wise.
Right.
There's nobody that's gonna,
I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
So Marvin Sapp said, well, he ain't coming in if he can't get that. Well, of course, the chief knew and the sheriff knew you really can't do that because the people want him here. Remember the promoters and all that right there. Mm-hmm. So they was like, okay, whatever. He said, so I was assigned to the detail and a few other officers because they also had their security team.
Right.
So he said, Mungeon, he said, I was already ticked off because this nigga is coming into a small city like this, people-wise, and you want all this. He said, this was crazy. Hell, when Jay Fly came down here, he didn't get that. And Jay Fly is well known.
Because he had Howard Hewitt and P.O. Bryson.
P.O. Bryson was, they didn't have none of that. Bobby Brown was here, they didn't have none of that. Howard Hewitt was here, they didn't have none of that. Why is it always the church folk that got to get extra? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Why can't you stay humble so that you can continue to taste the grace of God? I'm sorry, y'all. Whew, Lord. Why can't you stay humble? Why can't you stay humble? Instead of being a humbug. Why can't you stay humble? They didn't have that down here, and we looked at the concert. They didn't have all that. Yeah, they had security. Yes, they did. They had security. They had everything. Okay, but it wasn't all that. It wasn't none of that.
With the sirens and all
It wasn't none of that. Now, Bobby Brown was just stupid. He gonna get up on stage in damn shackles. But that's his dumb ass. He's stupid as hell anyways. But what I'm saying is, P.O. Bryson didn't have that. And I love me some P.O. Bryson.
Right.
I love me some Howard Hewitt. They didn't have any of that. They said we don't need all that. These people know who, this is a small town.
Right.
People-wise.
And they was out.
Try that in a small town.
I'm gonna say they was out in the open, not like in the stadium or whatever.
Bingo.
Out.
Yes,
yeah.
baby, we saw it. Yes,
Yeah.
there was. Cause remember, I had opened up for at the stadium. I opened up for the water name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I cannot remember her name, but when we did the concert at the stadium,
Yeah.
I opened up for. I forget her name. She's wasn't she Latino?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, and she didn't even get none of that.
Nope, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Right? So
Veronica something.
yeah. God damn, you remember, don't you? Her name was Veronica. I just remember her last name. Damn. Now I remember she had on. She was killing white pants. I ain't gonna lie about that. She was killing white pants. She was Latino. Thank Jesus. Amen. That was beautiful. But anyways, like I said, man, you know, the cop said to me, he said, Mungeon. I said, what? I said, what's going on, man? He said, guess what this Negro did? I said, what he did? He said he had prayer. I said, okay, yep, you know, this is a gospel concert, so, you know, yep. He said he sung a couple of songs. And then this nigga took up an offering. I said, you got to be bullshitting me. He said, I'm not playing. He said, this Negro sat right there and took up an offering. Now, a lot of people say, what's wrong with that? There's a lot wrong with that.
There's a whole lot wrong with that.
The cop that told me, like I said, I want to say it was Chancey. If Chancey will see this video and it wasn't you, please forgive me. But I know it was a big black cop, and Chancey was one of the biggest ones that was here besides Martin, but I know it wasn't Martin. I hope it wasn't Martin. God, Jesus. It was either Martin or Chancey, but I think it was Chancey. Anyways, yeah, because both of them were bodybuilders.
Yeah.
But I think it was Chancey.
I mean, you talk to them, but not like you.
I would talk to Martin, but I wouldn't talk to Martin like that.
Right.
I think the longest conversation me and Martin ever had, when Martin and I ever had, was when he went to the Glen County Police Department.
Yeah.
And then he came down here and I saw him in the stuff. Well, he saw me.
Right.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think I ever really talked to Martin like that. But anyways, and that was when he was just telling me, thank you for, you know, a lot of folks don't like to give police officers chances and all. And he said, man, one thing about you, he said, we watch some of your videos and you do at least try to give us a fair shake.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think I had a long, deep conversation with Martin like that.
Right.
Chancey and I,
Yeah.
you know, we was always going to dinner together.
Right.
We went to his house. You know, we would hang out, whatever. I think it was Chancey. But anyways, yeah, man. I mean, he was like, man. He said, I ain't never seen nothing like that. He said, these people done paid their hard-earned money He said they done paid their hard-earned money. And he come and he, hey Bill, you right about that? She said that sounds so much like her husband. But guess what? If I do, he tell the truth. You believe that? He tell the truth. And you know what? We should give her magazines too. She ain't got to pay for them.
I would need her address to send it to.
But that's for you. And see, because I don't want to step in your department, but I think that she would.
Hi, Beth.
She can't hear you. I mean, she can hear you, but she can't talk.
I don't know if you know or not, but Maurice and I, of course, you know, we have the ministry in which we put out a magazine, and the magazine is called Biblical Truths and What They Mean to Our World Today, where we go into and all the articles are given to me by the Holy Spirit. Whatever it is that He has for me to write. And if you want one, I would like to send you one, but
Free of charge.
Yeah, free of charge. You don't have to pay for it. I just need your address to so I know where to send it.
And anybody else that want one that's free of charge. It's free of charge. Trust me, it got biblical truths in it. You can believe that. But anyways, as I close, man, yeah, man, it just, we got to get on the Tony Kip thing. I didn't mean to go there. I really didn't, but I went there. So, okay. But, I mean, you know, hey, that was just crazy. That was crazy. He come taking up a tithe. And these people done paid their hard-earned doggone money. You come taking up a doggone tithe. What the? Come on, man, with the bull mess. That's crazy. That is crazy. I did not mean to go there, but you got to go where the Lord send you. But we gonna get on this Tony Kemp thing. We gonna get on this Tony Kemp. Trust me, we gonna get on that. Cause Tony Kemp is straight evil. I mean, Tony Kemp put me in the mind of David E. Taylor, and I know David E. Taylor evil. Good Lord, that man evil. That man is pure evil, and I ain't lying to you. That man is pure, unadulterated evilness. Period. There is no good in David E. Taylor. None. None. If anybody want a magazine, because we've been putting them out now, there's 3 issues that's out. And now, and how good the Lord has been to us. How good the Lord has been to us, man. There are people, swear to God, in Germany that's been purchasing the magazine. There are people, what the hell is that cat doing? There are people that's in Germany that has been buying the magazine. Kitty. Oh shit, I thought that was, damn, I thought that was smoke. Was smoke right there. I don't think y'all can see this kid. She probably don't went away. There's a cat that's right there, over across the street to that gate. That looks just like. That looks just like smoke right there. I thought that was smoke. Damn, I'm glad that cat didn't come. Damn, I thought that was smoke. My beef. I apologize. I thought that was smoke. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. I thought that was smoke. I got to feed them before they half kill me. Again, guys, I'm so sorry. I was going to get into this Tony Kemp, but I went where the Lord told me to go, period. So, I went where the Lord told me to go, and that's what I done. That's what I done. Oh, Jesus. Well, it was fun. It was nice. But now I got to go eat me a little chicken and rice. Stop trying to rhyme, nigga. I'm talking to you. These cats will clean themselves anyway. Or at least they clean. I know I told y'all about us taking our vacation, and we still going to take it. It's just been pushed back to June the 6th. Yeah, June the 6th. Because I got to start school next blunt. And I got to make sure that everything is everything. And plus, we trying to wait until they open up this other park. Because Carolyn now don't want to know if she want to go to back to Disney World, or because I think they got another park I believe they got another park opened up in Universal. Could be Disney World. I don't know where she went, but I thought she was gonna come back out. I guess not. So, and that's a shame. I went shopping. And ain't take the tissue out. That's sad. That's real sad. They ain't even take the doggone tissue out. What the hell wrong with me? There's must be something going on with my head up there. Here she comes. Here she comes. Mrs. America. Where do you say that they will open up that new park at?
I'm talking about Universal.
Oh, so it wasn't Universal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Epic Universe.
What is it?
Epic Universe.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, like one park is Islands of Adventure, the other park is Universal Studios, and then the third one is going to be called Epic Universe.
Epic Universe, huh? Epic Universe. And what the hell they got in it?
It's gonna have part for Toothless, you know, How to Train Your Dragon part.
She love her some Toothless.
One is another part is Harry Potter.
Harry Pothead.
And then the third, I forgot what the third one is.
It's it's How to Train Your Turds. You know that what it's called?
No, like something I forget. They say it.
That's not what it's called? It's not called How to Train Your Turds?
No.
Well, can my turds fuck the slate sauce as your turds?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Please, baby. All right.
I think they opens up May 22nd.
May 22nd?
Yeah.
We leave with June 6th. End of June 6th?
Yeah.
So if I want you to push it back, can you do that again?
Yeah.
We done moved it about 3 times.
Yeah, I think, this was the third time we moved it.
Yeah. They're going to be like,
We were supposed to have went this month,
Yeah.
and then we moved it to May.
well, I got my school, so,
Yeah.
well, that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
I got my school. We got to make sure things are on the up and up. So one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get to what, you know, into having fun and all that right there, and next thing you know, your fun gonna be cut short because you got this obligation to go to, or you got to get on the phone with this, and right now, you know, all that. At least when I've started, I mean, maybe I'm the one that thinks like this, but when I've started and everything is rolling, then because I started May the what? May 5th, yeah. So
you graduated with your bachelor's on May 5th.
Yep. Graduated with my bachelor's on May 5th, and I start back to the same university on May 5th. So, and some of my core classes might be amputated, right?
Yeah.
I said amputated.
Yeah. Well, cut off.
Yeah, amputated. That's fine. Let me start once, okay? Let me start once, okay? Because I'm a man around here, okay? Not tomorrow. Okay. Let me start once. Dude, it's crazy how they found Gene Hackman. That's real crazy. That's real crazy.
Veronica Petrucci. That was her name.
Veronica who?
Petrucci. Petrucci, how you pronounce it?
Veronica Willacoochee. What'd you call her? Let me see if I can pull her up. You said Veronica what now?
Petrucci, I can't pronounce that last name.
Let me see. We talking about the girl, the lady that I opened up for. Okay. Let me see. Veronica Patootie.
Because I knew it was gonna bother me until I thought of it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I said it wasn't. Veronica Petrucci. How you say her name again?
I know it's Veronica, and her last name is P-E.
You sure? P-E,
T.
What is it?
I think it's P-E-T. If I see it, I know it.
P-E-T? Is that her?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yep, she the one opened up for. I remember her face. This right here is the young lady that I opened up for down here. And she didn't ask for all that. Well, we can get a better picture of her. This thing will not give me a better picture. There she is. This is her. That's the young lady that I opened up for down here. That's her. A woman of faith. That's a singles out. Woman of faith. Jesus wired. That's her. I just remember them old white jeans she had on. She was wearing them out, Lord. What am I gonna do, Lord? That's her though. Man, she remembered. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. She remembered. Yeah, man, Carol. That man's asleep. You gotta remember like hell. She remember. Cause that was what, in 2014. Shit, that was over 10 years ago. She remembered. Ain't that right, babe? She remembered who she was. Carla, I'm gonna sing you a song, okay?
Okay, sing the song.
Me, uh-huh. Me, uh-huh. Me. Did you like the song?
Yeah, but can we have a little bit more lyrics to it?
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Me. Uh-huh. Me. Uh-huh. Me. Uh-huh. Like that.
Hey, that was a good beat.
Thank you.
Man, you got
Tight.
talent.
Thank you.
I'm so partial to your beat.
I'm ashamed of myself. Thank you. Y'all heard that, didn't you? It's like on the old SIG. Hey, Carol, I bet people think I'm slow. Don't drive me like I'm slow. I don't care what you think. Just don't try it. Ain't that right, babe?
That's right.
I'm trying to see if... Okay, she did. She did. She said you're pretty.
Thank you.
Please don't swell up her head. Y'all, I had to get a pin the other night, pop that shit.
Whatever.
Head like a zit.
See, my head is small.
Now when people tell you that see, her head gets swole when I tell her that she got pretty eyes.
No, it doesn't.
Who, me? Go ahead. She was trying to wear my cap sometimes. You can't fit it.
Whatever.
Isn't that right, Carolyn?
You don't miss.
I didn't mess on myself.
No, it's...
Excuse you. I didn't mess on myself. It says, watching videos. We're going June 1st week.
No, we're leaving June 6th.
Oh, you said we going June 1st week. Her number, okay, so her address. So let's get her address here. It's let me know when you're ready. God, I need my damn glasses. I can't see shit. I'll get my face out there. Can you see that? I know it says 4006 Rufus. I said Rufus Road. I don't know. Can you see that?
4006.
And I wish y'all would call me blind. Slap the dust out your ass. Slap the fart out your head.
Okay, I got it.
Did you get a number?
Yep.
Okay. So as soon as you got to order you order 2? No, you need to order
3.
No, 4. No, because they sent us one free, right? So you got Simmons, Kurtz. Yeah, okay. Yeah, order 3. Order 3. Yes, sir. So I don't know if she's still on or not. Is I don't know if she's still on, but is you saying that you and your husband going June? The first week of June? Baby, I'm sitting here waiting for tomorrow. Oh. That was beautiful. Did you hear that? Thank you.
Oh, she'll be in
Yep. No, don't take a pen. Praise the Lord. Remember to get 3 of them. They already gonna send you one, so. Baby, I'm sitting here waiting for tomorrow. Hey, I don't know who's still on, if anybody, but I want you guys to listen to this before I go. After this, I promise you I will leave. I want you guys to listen to this. This is something that Barack Obama, make sure it's turned up. This is something that Barack Obama used to say all the time. And I'm going to play it backwards for you, okay? I want you guys to listen to this. You ready? So Barack Obama used to say this. Yes, we, oh, wait a minute. Yes, we can. 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 All right, I'm finna play it backwards for y'all. Well, first, I'm gonna play it forward.
Yes, we can. 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 Yes, we can.
All right, now watch this. I'm gonna play it backwards. This is what Obama was saying. And I know some of y'all ain't gonna believe it, but I don't give two craps. As soon as I find my backwards button, I'll be all right. Yeah, just listen to this backwards now.
As you say, 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 as you say.
In case you didn't hear that, he was saying, yeah, and it was weird to me how Barack Obama was always saying, yeah, I mean, and then he said at the dumbest times. Whenever he would get done talking, yes, we can. All we got to do, yes, we can. Yes, we can. And everybody, yes, we can. Yes, you can what? So I started, I got this little app on my phone, right? So I started recording it and I would play it backwards. And it was Barack Obama saying, thank you, Satan. I'm going to play it again. It was him saying, thank you, Satan.
As you say, 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 as you say.
That was Barack Obama saying, thank you, Satan. I mean, no, that was me that recorded, but that, go on YouTube and find where Barack Obama was always saying, yes, we can. Yes, we can. But it was always weird. The times that Barack Obama would say that.
Right.
And you'd be like, why are you, but every time you turn around, he's like, that's my motto. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yeah, I'm like, huh? That's a stupid, like, really? So I started recording that shit. And when I recorded it, sure enough, he was saying, thank you, Satan. Now, I know a lot of people know what he was saying. Yeah. This is me. I'm going to do it one more time, then I'm gone. This is me going forward.
Yes, we can. 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 Yes, we can.
Now, that's me forward. Okay. I'm finishing to reverse my voice. There's your reverse button right there. Or backwards right there. I'm gonna hit that button.
As you say, 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 as you say. Okay.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this stuff up, people. You can't make that up. Ain't nobody making that up. You can't make that up. Now, a lot of people do. That's exactly what it's saying. Thank you, Satan. That's exactly what it's saying. It's just backwards. You would be surprised at some of the stuff if you played like some of the Beatles music.
Yeah.
You'll hear, I forget what the song that John Lennon did. I forget what it was. But if you played it backwards, it says, turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man. And it kept repeating itself, turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man. But remember, John Lennon said that he was better than Jesus and then got his dumb ass shot and killed. I guess you wasn't better than Jesus. He went around telling people that the Beatles was more famous than Jesus Christ himself. Some deranged joker walked up to him and asked him, is your name John Lennon? Yep. Bow.
Yep.
Left his ass right there on the ground dead. Well, I guess you wasn't better. You don't mock Christ.
Exactly.
You don't do that. But most of the Beatles music, if you played that shit backwards, that's exactly, I forget the damn song. Because some of the Beatles music I used to listen to, I'm not going to lie to you. I used to listen to it. And when I heard, it's been years ago, but when I heard it, matter of fact, I had the record. All you got to do is play it backwards slowly. And you will hear it say, turn me on, dead man, turn me on. Turn me on, dead man, turn me on. AC/DC. Some of their songs did it too. Now, you ain't got to believe me. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Listen to most of the tracks on Jay-Z's CD, Carter. I think Carter something. It's Carter something. But you know me, I don't like Jay-Z. But just play, you'll hear it. Beyonce too. So while I like that right there, play that shit backwards. See what you gonna get. Oh, you just a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm a truth theorist. That's what I am. I like to dig. I like to dig. You can believe that. I like to get to the bottom of things. Period. And like I said, I just found it weird how Barack Obama would always say, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm like, why does he keep saying that? And then he had the people saying it. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm like, yes, we can what? They didn't even know what the hell they were saying. And showed the hell enough. When I sat down and played that shit backwards. Not just like how y'all schools been lying to y'all about math. I'm going to leave you with something. I'm finna run. But I'm going to leave you with something. And I'm going to ask you. Y'all school been lying to y'all about math. Been lying to y'all about a lot of stuff. I'm going to leave you with something, Carol. I'm going to ask you a question. What is 1 times 1?
1.
How can that be? If you're doing multiplications, if you multiplying 1 by 1, how can it still equals to 1? Anything that's multiplied to something else, wouldn't that be? How can 1 times 1 be 1 if you're doing multiplication? Think about that. Think about it. 1 times 1 can never be 1. It can't if you multiply it. If you multiplying 1 plus 1. If you're saying 1 plus 1, right? That equals what? 1 plus 1.
2.
So if 1 times 1, how the hell is that equals 1? If you multiplying. You're not adding, you're multiplying. I've never seen nothing subtracted from something that's multiplied. It's like this tissue paper. It's a multiply. It tells you right there on the damn thing. You get more. So how can 1 times 1 be 1? There's no way. Okay, don't worry about it. She's sitting up there like, I can hear you, shit. I can see you now. Wait a minute, bitch. Y'all motherfuckers been lying to me. Wait a minute. How the hell y'all in this goddamn school? Okay. Oh, okay, baby. Hey. All right. Y'all ain't bullshit. She's sitting up there like this. She's sitting up like this. Kill me, motherfucker. Thinking, motherfucker. Hi, yeah, he right. What the fuck? Think about that, baby. Think about that. There's more that I can tell you, but right now I can see a little sting come. What the fuck happened to you right here?
Car door. Years ago.
No, it ain't. That's where that bitch shot you in your fucking eye.
No, it was this eye. It was up here. Around here, this was car door.
She wouldn't have shot no goddamn body else. You can believe that? Talking about she was just playing, but she shot you in the damn eye with a fucking BB. Fuck that whore. Fuck that whore. Anyways, like I said, baby, 1 times 1 cannot be 1. It can't be. You got to learn what you've learned, and then unlearn what you've learned. Because when you unlearn, then you shall learn. Think about it.
There's a lot of things I've had to unlearn over the years.
You've been lied to. We all have been lied to. I'll be sitting in that room, right? And I'll be studying stuff and what people be talking about. I'm just studying. I'm like, but that shit makes sense though. Because there's no way that you can multiply 1 by 1 and it comes out to 1. There is no way. Because multiplication tables is to multiply. It's not subtracting. All they did, watch this, baby. Watch this. Oh, baby, I love you, okay? So don't think that I'm calling you dumb, because I'm not. I'm not. They told you in school that X means nothing. That's what they told you.
Yeah.
Think about that.
It's just a variable, you know.
It's just exactly.
Yeah.
They told you in school, and a lot of you, why am I seriously, Maurice? They told you in school that X means nothing.
Right.
So forget the X. It means nothing.
Yeah.
But all they did was they took that plus sign and turned it that way.
Yeah.
But it still means the same thing. So how can X means nothing when X means everything? You got 8 chromosomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Think about that, baby. Think about that. You've been lied to. We all been duped. I'm being real. We all have been duped. Every last one of us has been duped. That's just like your T's. Okay. Let me shut up. All I'm saying is, we have been taught all our life in school. At least I was taught. I don't. You said that you was told it too, but we have been taught all our life in school that X means nothing, when X means everything. What about the chromosome in your body? You and humming.
Yeah, because
I'm asking you.
the chromosomes, like the because it's the
Go ahead.
Now just say it because it's the male chromosome that determines the sex of the baby.
But what do we call those?
You got the X and the Y, and the females have X's.
Think about it. So how can 1 times 1 equals 1? There is no way that can be. But schools tells you that that's true, but it can't be true. There's no way that that can be true. If I'm multiplying, how can that be? Somebody need to tell me, how can 1 times 1 means 1? Now, of course, I have to save this to myself and basically keep it to myself, because in society today, they don't give. No, you ain't teaching my child. But if you actually get your head out your ass, you will actually find out that what this man is telling you is the truth. X actually means more than any alphabet in. If you actually just think about it. Than any letter in the alphabet, it means more. But I don't think you hearing me.
Well, no, because when I think about, like I said, X is used for a lot.
It's used for a lot. Used for a lot of things. But they'll tell you in school it means nothing. There's a reason why they tell you that.
X represents the unknown.
If you want to stomp somebody, if you really want to stomp somebody, ask them, what is 1 times 1? And watch they tell you 1. Or just say, what is 1 multiplied by 1? They'll tell you 1. That shit can't be 1. There's no way you can multiply something and still come out with the same damn. There's no way. But they'll tell you that it's true, because they have been conditioned to believe this way. Your schools have taught you this. That's why when I sit there and you see children, okay, like with me, it was hard for me to learn in school because I didn't know that I was learning my own way. Think about that shit. Like, people, they'll say that R. Kelly is stupid. How can R. Kelly be stupid because he's dyslexic? R. Kelly is smarter than most people put together. He's a lyrical genius. Dyslexia don't mean dumb.
It doesn't mean dumb. That's right.
It never have meant dumb. ADHD don't mean dumb.
You just have to have a different way of teaching.
Exactly. So that's it. I was learning stuff on my own, but it was at my pace. My son is autistic, but that boy, did you see what he tried to make me do with the towel?
Yeah.
So I know that Zion is smart. I know he's smart. He wanted me to put the towel in the dang on door thing so he can be able to pull the damn the cabinet door open.
Yeah.
He figured out how he can get up there. Just thank God that I'm not stupid enough to do that for him to get up there and that stuff and hurt himself. I said, no, I'm not putting no. And just when I was about to do it today, when I was in the kitchen, I was like, he asked me to put the white towel. Then I said, wait a minute. This child want me to put the towel into the little door, into the little cabinet handle, so he can be able to pull it open. Come on, man. That means that Zion thinks ahead of himself. Think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, y'all, please understand, 1 times 1 don't equal 1. It never have and it never will. But by world standards, that's what it equals. You can't multiply something to get the same number. It's not going to happen. If you are smart enough to know that, you know that can never happen. Why the hell do they call it multiplication tables? Why do they do that? Think about it. What's 2 times 2? 2 times 1.
2.
How can that be? But they'll go down and say 2 times 2 is what?
4.
4. Wait a minute. Think about that shit. Think about that. You just told me 2 times 1 is 2. But then you come right back and flip it up and you say 2 times 2 is 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, what? How? So when you say, what's 2 plus 2?
4.
You sure?
Yes.
What is 2 times 2?
4.
So what the hell did they just do? They just what they did was turn that X back to a T. And then fucked you up again. That's all they did. How in the hell can 2 times 1 be 2? There is no way that can be 2. If you're multiplying. How can that be? There's no way. But your government, and everybody, don't listen to him because he's stupid. Okay, well, I'm stupid then. But can I ask you a question? If 2 times 1 is 2, how in the okay, if 2 times 1 is 2, how in the hell is 2 times 2 4? Because 2 plus 2 is 4. Boy, if you was half of the gene that you try to be. Think about that shit, babe. You got to unlearn what you've learned so that you can learn. They call people like me free thinkers. Okay. What's 2 times 2?
4.
You sure? What's 2 times 3?
6.
You sure? Shouldn't that be 5? So they, oh God, Jesus, what they did was they, think about that. That's why your children fucked up in the head. That's why your kids fucked up in their head. They done, hey, motherfucker. They done took that X, turned it into a T, and turned back to an X again. To confuse the hell out you. 2, 4, 6. There's no way. There's no way. Think about that, Shawty. Your plus is messed up too. Think about that. Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave you alone. Cause people are, no, that's not true. Okay, well, you ain't got to believe it. I don't care. Keep your children down. I know certain things are best to be left on their own. But if you actually think about it, you've been lied to. 2 times 1 can never equal out to 2. There's no way. What happens to the 1? Okay, if you say 2 times 0, what's that?
0.
How many times would 2 go into 0?
You can't.
Okay, so think about this. What is 2 plus 0?
2.
So how in the hell 2 times 0 can't be 2? How can that not still come out to 2? How? How? Ask yourself that. How? How is that possible? 0 would be a negative, right? On the multiplication scale. That's a negative. That's not a that's not a positive. 0 happens to be a negative. When you start off with your 2, you say 2 times 1, 1 times 1, 3 times 1, and so on and so forth, right? You don't start out with 0. It's a negative. It's not a positive. We have been conditioned to look at zeros as what? Negatives. Only, watch this. Jesus wept. Okay, all right. You see your time clock right here. It says 04202025, right? What if this clock says 0000 0000? You would be like, what the hell is wrong with this damn thing?
Right.
But if you put a number, you no longer see that 0.
Right.
Even though you see the 0, but you no longer see it. If somebody writes you a check with all zeros, I ain't cashing that mother, but put a 4 or a 5 or a 10 in front of that motherfucker.
Okay.
Now that check just became what? Valuable. Jesus. Preach, brother. I'm trying to show. So in other words, zeros are negative until you've added something positive to it. See, y'all thought I was dumb. My wife thought I was dumb too.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Don't even tell her that. I never thought you were dumb.
You heard what she said? She said, stop it. She done got evil.
What?
Water.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Watch this. Why do they have to put H2O instead of just 000? It means nothing. But when you put H2O, it suddenly brings that up. You see the 0 on my truck? My truck can't be moving, right? But that's a damn lie. My truck is moving. Shut up, Maurice. You don't believe that, do you? Hey, my wife look at me like, okay. All right. You see the 0 on my truck, right? My truck is not moving, right?
Right.
But yet my truck is moving. Just because that 0 there, see, there's a negative. You saying that the truck is not moving, right? If you go into my computer, if I go into my computer chip right now, you know it's got a time, right? It's going to still be adding up the hours that my truck has been in idle. Just because you say something isn't moving doesn't mean necessarily it's not moving.
Right.
Go to the computer, you'll see what I'm saying. It'll tell you that your truck has been in idle for X amount of.
Yeah.
So in other words, watch this. In other words, you still putting miles on your engine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. I'm done. was trying to teach y'all something y'all don't want to learn. I'm done. I'm done. Everything you think negative ain't negative.
That's true.
And everything you think positive ain't positive.
That's true.
Period. Just because you see 0 on this 0 miles per hour on this truck, if you go into that computer, if I hit my digital thing right here on the side, you will see where you see your time is still counting. You still putting wear and tear on your engine, even though you sitting in idle. But a lot of people won't believe that. I'll tell you what you do. Get you a brand new vehicle and constantly keep it running. Never move it. Keep gas in it, but constantly keep it running. Watch what happens. Over time, that engine gonna be like, but I never moved this motherfucker. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. That engine is what's running this truck.
Right. That's true.
If that engine ain't no good, your truck ain't no good, your vehicle ain't no good.
That's right.
I don't care what type of good starter you got on there. That's just a look, bro. That battery plays a small part. All I do is crank it. That's it. I can take the cable off that battery right now. The truck still be. Well, I know the old cars. I've never tried on this, but I know the old cars would do that.
You're right.
Think about that shit. Back in the day, they used to make those type of cars. Right now, my engine is still getting. It's just not wear and tear. But if you keep doing that, if you take baby, can I ask you a question? And I swear to God, I'm done. History lesson over. Can I ask you a question? How you think these motherfuckers know how long a car will last? You think just by them running it? No.
Daddy,
If you keep running that sumbitch, let me tell you something. Cars have went into plans. All they do is just introducing them to you. Remember, cars have to like homes. Vehicles have to be thought out. It takes years to plan.
right.
Think about that. It's new to you, but the blueprint is old to them. So they've already got that engine sitting out. And they can crank that goddamn engine and make it run.
You know, Daddy always said, he said that's why they always give you them 3-year warranties, because they know
how long it's going
before something goes wrong on it, and by that time your warranty is up.
They will take an engine and sit it outside of a car in some type of testing lab or whatever and make that engine run. However they'll make that engine run, and they'll let it sit there. As long as they keep whatever they got to do to keep it, they go, oh, well, see, it went out. What year was this? Well, we started running it in such and such, so now it's such and such. So, okay, it lasts that long. That's how long it lasts. Okay. I mean, they probably don't do that now. I will give them that, because they already know. But back in the day, yeah. Now, they done got sophisticated with all this, electronic and all that good stuff. But back in the day, yeah. They'll make the engine just sit there. That's how long the life of your car is. And even with that, they're still not accurate.
Right.
Because anything can happen.
That's true.
But all I'm saying is, even though your vehicle is on 0 miles per hour right now, you still putting miles. Let's put it like this. You still putting wear and tear on your engine. Right. And you just sitting in idle.
It's sitting idle. That's true.
All right. So, my name is Maurice Mungeon. This has been One Man's Opinion. Well, let's put it like this. This has been one man's truth, and maybe a minute of my own opinion. God bless you. Good night.